Men, we are being attacked. We are being attacked in all areas of our life. Mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, in our own households. Everywhere we look, everywhere we go, we are being attacked. And it's really time for us to have our eyes open and realize what's happening in today's society. But hey, before we get started, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share this message to all the men so we can spread the word. So when I take a look at today's society, it's clear and evident to see that we have men that are really no longer masculine, and all alpha males are being eliminated. Now, we can take a look at so many different reasons why, but I think it begins with the household. Men no longer have any more power within the household. There was really an agenda, this feminist agenda, to push these women and allow them to have the power now. So when I take a look at so many women nowadays, you can talk to some of them and they'll quickly and blatantly say that they're independent. They don't need any man. They can do things without a man. They really don't need men to do anything no more. They're regaining all their power, which for a lot of times I find nothing wrong with that. But when it starts to really destroy the household, that's when I think it becomes a power structure issue, because now women really want to be the alpha females, and they really want to have the power now within every household. But generally, if we take a look back at time, it was always the men that was at the head of the household, and there were specific reasons for that. The men were the providers. The men were out there hunting, bringing back the resources to the family, while the women were at home taking care of the children and nurturing the children. And generally, women are naturally more nurturing, more caring, and they really want to spend time at home with their children, raising the children. But now you can see more and more women don't want to have kids. They want to work full time, and they really want to gain a lot of their power and bring back a lot of the money within the family. So that in itself is a problem, because you got to think about it. Most men, they want to go to work, they want to grind, and they want to bring back the money so that their family can live life well. But if we have more and more women out here working, men feel like they no longer have any type of priority within the family now, because that was their main duty going back. So men are now having to redefine their roles as a man, and they really feel like they're being pushed out the family, let alone the fact that we have women that no longer want to cook, they no longer want to clean, they no longer want to do things within the household. Now, a lot of people start to label this as misogyny, and these are male chauvinistic pigs, and this is too much of a masculine talk. But this is real conversations, and these conversations need to be had, because this is really an agenda that's being deployed on our families and our households. And also, I want to mention the fact that our testosterone as men are at an all-time low right now. And there's reasons for that. If you take a look at our food, a lot of our food has soy in it. A lot of foods have chemicals that are lowering our testosterone. I mean, you can see it in some of a lot of the food that we eat. And it's really a design to really make us turn into soy boys, and you're seeing it more and more. Men no longer have any masculine traits, and they're starting to become more and more feminine. Since we have more women that are becoming independent from men and more men that are becoming feminine, this is really changing the family structure. The thing that I tend to realize is that most of these independent women are really getting to the women that want to be in the households and really pushing them to be independent now. They'll tell them, you don't really need a man. You don't need to settle for that. I don't know why you're putting up with that. And that little bit of gossip is getting into women that actually want to be in households and changing that structure now. So we have more and more families that are having a hard time raising kids and having a hard time being on the same page, because more and more women want to be independent from men now, and men feel like they have no more power. Because think about it, in the legal system, if the woman decides to divorce the man, she's automatically going to get everything pretty much. She's going to get the money, she's going to get the kids, and the man's going to be stuck there having to pay all these legal fees and still have to pay the women and allow the women to have the kids. So this is really a system that's designed this way, And it's really hard for us as men to really cope with things, which is why we're having such a high amount of, lost men, men that are really depressed, men that are just really becoming to the point to where they're hopeless. They have no hope whatsoever. The reality is, if we have more men feeling hopeless, on top of the fact that they no longer feel loved within the household because the women's taking back all their power and they're literally fighting with their wife over the family structure, this is a huge, huge problem. Now, this channel is not just, that's my point here is not just to bash women and things like that. I'm really trying to bring tangible solutions so that we can really have a better society for our future generations and really talk about how we're going to change this society. Fellas, the fact is, since society has shifted in such a way to where we have so much power given to the women, I don't think that we're probably going to go backwards from this. So as men, we have to know that most of these women want to now be independent from men. So one of the things that we can do is really start being aware of the women that we come in contact with and really, really be conscious of the energy that they're giving us. Especially if you want to be a man that wants to have a family and you really want to develop a family to where you're having a positive family and you're really building a legacy, it's very important to watch the women that you lay down with, because some of these women, they're really out here trying to catch you slipping. They have a plan. Some of you guys are out here are really making a lot of money, and some of these women, they know that. So they want to have a baby with you, so that long term, they can have financial support from you. And I'm seeing it happen more and more. And this is one of the biggest problems that I see, because most men, as men, we're natural lovers. We love women. And when we fall in love, we really fall in love. And it's hard for us, especially when we start to have kids with these women, it's hard for us to really want to break that family structure. Also, I think it's very important for us to really boost our testosterone again. For a lot of men, we have to start working out. We have to change our diet. There's so many men out here that are eating fast food. They're just putting toxins in their body. And I stress this so much, but it is really, really important. As men, we have to do things to boost our testosterone. And working out, becoming active, doing things that are positive is really going to help you out. Like I talked about a little bit earlier in this video, a lot of men are feeling hopeless and they're feeling depressed. So what are they doing? They're going at home. They're dumbing themselves down with TV. They're surrounding themselves with people that are negative. And, these people are pushing back down and making them feel more depressed. So then maybe they want to go drink or surround themselves with people that are going to push them in negative directions. So, while they're doing this is like a domino effect, because now the women, they're no longer seeing the man as powerful because he's going down a slippery slope because he's really depressed. So it's really, really important to get active. Get your mind right. Start working on your self-improvement. Start reading books. Start listening to podcasts. Surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you. As men, I think it's very important, especially in the times that we're living in and current society, that we just have to really start focusing on ourselves a little bit more and stop chasing women as much. You really want to position yourself so that you can be financially successful, you can be spiritually successful, and you can really, really be on a positive vibration so that, you can start working on developing the type of women that you want in your lifestyle. So a lot of these topics discussed today are extremely important. And I think I'll probably expand on this a little bit more going forward. But men, we definitely need to know what's happening. And we really need to start positioning ourselves to get better every day. So until the next time, peace, love, and light, ICSP family.